Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amy Henderson again with Georgia Municipal Association. We appreciate you guys being here today to learn more about the Home Depot eProcurement program and the Government Solutions program. We just introduced this really over the last several months. We've been working on it for, I guess, about a year now. It's the first of its kind with Home Depot and a state association like ours. So we're really excited to be able to bring this to you. Some of you may be familiar with the U.S. Communities Aggregated Purchasing Program. Well, this is kind of an extension of that, but it allows you to shop online, whatever departments, if you have different departments that need to shop through Home Depot, to shop online, you can ask it to be delivered to a store near you, have your materials delivered to your city hall or wherever else you need it. And if you're, even though you're shopping from a website, if you want those sales to be, they can be, credited is the best word, to your local store or a store near you. So still shopping locally. And then the best part is, on an annual basis, you get a 3% rebate from your purchases. And some of you actually have probably already received one from 2017. I know I heard from a couple folks, and it was like, Christmas in the middle of the year. It was awesome. It wasn't money you were expecting, so that's even better. But so we've had a lot of questions. We want to make sure everybody's comfortable with how this works and has an opportunity to see it and get more familiar with it and ask questions. Eric Fraker from Home Depot is here with us, and Leanne, who is also on the Government Solutions team. And Dolly you're going to get to know him, I think, pretty well. We have a flat person of him that we'll be bringing out at convention. But he is actually back at the Home Depot office, ready to help you out in any way getting your account set up if you need help with that. At the bottom of this page that we have showing now, there is his contact information. So if you need direct help, he's there. One of the things we pride ourselves on at GMA is that we like to provide hands-on customer service, and this Home Depot team has certainly shared that same value. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Leanne. She's going to walk you through how you get set up, what it looks like, things you need to know. And then Eric is going to take us through the dashboard part where you can kind of see some of the, analytics of what you're purchasing and how to track that, which I think is a really cool management tool. So with that, Leanne, I turn it over to you.
Hello, everybody. So as you can see, when you scroll down on the main GMA website for the Home Depot eProcurement program, there's this little section that says registration. When you're a new user, the first thing you have to do is register with the eProcurement program. So you just click this little hyperlink, and it opens up this new tab for you. It's already got this registration code filled in, and you have to leave that so that it ties all of your purchases to GMA so you get that rebate. If you take this out, it won't give you any rebates at all. So you want to make sure you keep that in. And then right here, you just fill out, we're doing a sample one now for Corey.
Thank you.
Let's see.
They're not seeing that?
That seeing it?
Hold on 2 seconds. We're going to make sure you guys can actually see this screen. There we go.
All right. So this is the registration code that will automatically be populated. This is everything from below that is what you'd have to fill in. Go through. This is just your shipping address, that you can input all of this information after you've already registered as well in your profile. So now we'll click register, and it sends you an email with a temporary login password that Corey will provide me in 1 second. You have to manually type it in. You can't copy and paste it from the email. Once you log in first with that temporary password, it'll automatically have you create a new password. And then you're in. This is where all of the different cities show up under your GMA portal. So whichever city you belong to is the one that you pick from this drop down.
I think GMA is all the way.
Yeah, GMA is all the way down here at the bottom. So that's the one that we're going to show you an example for.
This is just an example. Use your own city.
Yes. So if you're City of Ringgold, you pick City of Ringgold. See, and then you click continue, and it automatically asks you for your zip code. So this is where you'd want to put in the zip code of either the store you want to pick it up at or the address that you're going to have it delivered to.
So if they don't see their city on there, they need to contact Dolly
Right.
to get that information so we can put their city in the program.
Right. So if your name's not on if your city name's not on that drop down, Dolly is going to get that set up for you. Mm-hmm. And that's a quick phone call.
Yeah. So once you put in your zip code, you'll see all the stores that are closest by to that zip code populate. You can choose whichever one you prefer. The one that's closest is the one that will pop up first. But if you have one that you have a special relationship with, or you prefer using that store, you can choose that one. You have the option to choose in-store pickup or delivery. Delivery for orders that are under $150, there's a $25 delivery charge. If it's over $150, it's free delivery, and in-store pickup is always free. So I'll show you delivery first. So we click select this store, and now we are officially shopping in that store that we chose. So up here, there's all these different departments on the side you can go to if you're not exactly sure what you want. You just know you need some cleaning supplies, you can go to cleaning over here. But if you know exactly what you want, like I need a hammer, you can click it in that search bar, and it'll pull up all of the hammers. There's a lot of hammers, so it takes a minute. Now these are all of the hammers that are in stock at the store that you picked. So you can go down here, I can click on it if I want to pull up more information, or I can just change it right here, however many I want. If I want 2, click 2, and this button right here just adds the item right to my cart. When you're in your cart, it'll show you up here at the top, right up here, that I'm $90.06 away from free delivery, and it updates it every time you add an item to your cart, telling you, just so you know how many more dollars you need to add to get free delivery, because right now we're on the delivery option. So if we go back to the main page, we can click all these different items, or if we go back to hammers, when we click on the item itself, it pulls up a product description and all of these, like the item SKU numbers and the store SKU numbers. These are important for when we add things to a quick order and a shopping list. So if we go to our shopping list now, I'll show you how to create a shopping list for items that you purchase all the time and you want to have like a maintenance shopping list. So every time you need something for maintenance, you can click into that shopping list and it'll pull up all your items. So now, right now we have this new list that's called maintenance. So we go to the hammer that we were just looking at, right here we can click Save to List. It'll ask us maintenance or create a new list. If we add it to the maintenance list, see, now this is our shopping list for maintenance. The only item we have in there currently is a hammer, but every time you add more items, they'll populate in here. So you can go to your shopping list page and click on maintenance, and then it'll pull up all of the items right here, and you can just click in here, I need one of these, and add it directly to your cart from there. So you don't have to search back and forth for different items.
So regularly shopped items that you get every 2 months, 6 months, you can just go ahead and put these on your list and it's taken care of.
Yeah, and you can create different lists if you want to use facilities, maintenance, parks, the
Okay.
park rec department.
That brings up a question. Somebody was asking, is there a limit to the number of users that can register for a city?
No, there's no limit to how many users can register for a city.
So that way too, I mean, because sometimes we have different departments that are shopping and they, may have their own, so they can create their own list too of their
Right.
regularly shopped things. And that's, this is the utilities department, maintenance, whatever type things.
Yep. So now if we go to our cart right up here, we have those 2 hammers. So if we were done and ready to check out, we just click this checkout button right here. And this is where you put in your card information. After you put in your card information and the billing address for that card, you click submit, and it'll send the order over to be processed.
Now, Eric, can you address the different ways that cities can pay? Because I know that was,
Yeah, so you can use if you have a city issued P card, you can utilize that in this program. You can use a Visa, American Express, MasterCard. We don't have the ability to take a check through this, but we can take any type of credit type payment,
okay.
card type payment.
What about invoicing?
So the invoicing will come, you will get a receipt for this through Leanne's team.
Okay.
So, but if you needed 30-day terms invoicing, we can set up a Home Depot account for them.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry.
That's really it.
And that can all be done through Dolly and his team. A couple things I want you to show them is information to find Dolly's information and the Pro Solutions team.
Okay, from anywhere, whether you're on the home screen, on this payment section, all of these tabs up here stay the same. This Contact Us tab is one that gives you all of the information if you have any questions. It gives you Dolly's email address right here if you need to create a new account or if you have any questions. And then it has the information right here for the team who actually processes the orders and helps with quotes. So if you have if you've placed an order through the GMA website and you have a question, you can either call this phone number right here during these hours, or you could send an email to this email address and give them the PO number that that you provided, and they can help you with any questions that you have.
And if you don't mind too, going over kind of quickly what mentions up here, the quotes, how the quote to cart feature works, because I think that's kind of a really cool thing for government. You go into the store and you don't see what you're looking for there. You go on the website and you don't see what you're looking for there. But Home Depot actually has access to a lot of.
Find it on HomeDepot.com.
Right. There's a lot of things that you guys have access to that you may not just immediately see on the website.
So if you see something either on HomeDepot.com or you just need a specific item that you're not able to find on this GMA punch-out, you can send an email to this eProcurement email address asking them to get a quote for the items. And when you go to this quotes tab up here, it'll give you a unique ID. You need to provide that in your email asking for the quote, and once the team creates a quote for you, it'll pop up under here. So that's why we need this unique ID. It's different for every person. So if Core's logged in right now, so if he gives us Amy's unique ID, he won't be able to see it under his login. She would have to log in. So it's important that you give us the correct unique ID when you're requesting the quote. And we would just load a quote so it looks kind of like a shopping list would. It would just pop up under here with the name of the quote, which is usually whatever the item is. If you're requesting a quote for a water heater that you can't find, it would say water heater. You would just click on it and click add to cart, and it'll populate all your items under here immediately.
And we had a question about how do you add a tax exempt number for?
We have all of the tax exempt information for the cities already logged into their account, so you don't have to put that in. We've automatically got it on our side.
And that's one of those things, that's why if you don't see your city in the drop down, you want to contact them because there's some information that, Home Depot's going to need from you to get your city that tax exempt information in there.
And Dolly will build that out as it's creating their portfolio.
Right. So
there's a couple things too. If you keep in mind that this is just the inventory in that store. If you're looking for special order type items that you find on HomeDepot.com, those can be ordered from you a lot of times direct from a vendor. So we're getting you cost plus pricing instead of starting at a full retail. If you can go back to the appliance section, if you'll notice in appliances, there's no pricing for refrigerators on this because the appliances are all done special order. So if you find something on HomeDepot.com that you want, you can send that over to us through the quote to cart feature, and we can quote that out separately and send the quote over to you in your quote list.
One of the examples I love to use are safety cones. If your police department is looking for safety, the orange safety cones with property police department stamped on them, you can do a quote to cart to find that as well. So it's not just, I love the example of hammers, but obviously it's more than that.
Well, we've ordered telephone poles for folks, and we obviously don't carry those in stock in the store.
Not something you're going to find in the garden area.
Right.
We had a question too about storing a credit card number. Can you store your credit card number?
No, we do not currently have the ability to store credit card numbers. PCI compliance regulations have changed recently to where we can no longer store that information. So you'd have to put it in every single time, unfortunately.
And we kind of felt too, we did talk about this when we were setting this up too, that I think it's important too, especially if you've got to have to enter that payment each time that you go in. I think it's just better, like security controls. You've got different people using different forms of payment within your city, or different people with ability to do payment within your city, that there's that accountability that that they actually had to put those numbers in to make that purchase. So we appreciate that. If you didn't see your city listed, if you go to, can we go back to the contact page? We'll show, you're going to contact Dolly right there. And he is ready to help you get set up. He's super helpful with that.
Do we have it? We don't have his number listed on there, do we?
This is not.
We can add that.
I think it's on the GMA contact page. If we
If you need to write his number down right now, it's
go up to the right.
404-368-7682.
And then there's an 844 number right there.
Yeah, that's his desk. I gave you his cell number. He may not like it.
You guys are on the inside track here.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, we can certainly add that as well. Let's see, what other question? Okay. Skokie County or Columbus already on the list. Columbus may actually be covered by the U.S. communities.
Depends on their
I feel like because of the size, they're covered by the U.S. Communities Home Depot contract.
We'd
I
have
can
to
double
look.
check. And
If they were big enough where they were standalone, that may be
right.
U.S. Community, but I don't know that they are yet.
Okay. Well, if you're not on the list, contact Dolly, and he'll get you set up if at all possible. So, you know, ready to do that. Oh, yeah, you can access this through, somebody's asking about accessing, you can access it through the GMA website. If you go to services, and you can see purchasing and finance, there's the Home Depot eProcurement program is right there, and that takes you to this page. It gives you some more information, talks about the steps we just took to get to the Home Depot site and everything. And then Eric, if you could share a little bit about basically the dashboard and how that works.
Sure.
And
We're not doing the dashboard?
yeah,
It's,
here we go, I can pull it up for you. I think this is a kind of a nice little management tool. So if you, especially if you've got people across departments buying stuff, you get this overall view.
Okay, so this is your purchase page. Up here in the top corner, what you'll want to do is you'll obviously go in and view your profile. In your profile, if you don't have this set up right now, what we'll have to do is go in and reset your password. So we go down in and edit this, and you get, in this line, we'll be sending an email address to reset your password if you are not able to get into your profile page. In order to do that, if you're the purchasing agent or the agent that's going to be monitoring this for your city, contact Dolly at the information that we gave earlier, and he will reset the password for you so that you've got access to this page. What this page will do is allow you to track, it tracks all your purchasing. So this is the GMA purchasing over the last 30 days. And this is kind of our test site, and then a couple of accidental purchases. But it allows you to see the orders, exactly what was purchased. So that's a copy of your customer service agreement. Oh, I hope I didn't go out.
open a new tab. Just go to this tab.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It also shows you a copy of your receipt. If you need a receipt for that purchase, it'll provide a receipt for you there. You can also export this information. So imagine at the end of the year, if you wanted to look at everything you purchased from Home Depot, we can go back to the last 12 months. It'll track back to the last 12 months. We can export this information into a purchase summary data, which will include every purchase, or we can go into the details. So it'll tell you exactly, hopefully this will come up, it'll tell you exactly what was purchased to the SKU number under this account for the past year. It shows you your extended price. Is it showing?
We've lost our mouse. There we go. There we go.
So do I need to go back through all that?
No, I think
Just the spreadsheet.
Okay. So with the spreadsheet, you can open these up so you can kind of get an idea, but it'll tell you what the department it is, what the SKU numbers are, the classifications, and then it'll give you the description of the item.
And I think, I think about this from a, loss control standpoint, that this is good, this is useful information, especially if you have people from different departments that are purchasing similar items, or, it's like, we keep losing wrenches, everybody's having to buy wrenches.
Where this has come in handy in the past is customers that are buying from us every day, 15 or 20 times a day.
Right.
We can compile this data into the SKU level detail and manipulate this form. So you see, if you're buying 200 hammers over the course of a year and you've got 200 individual purchases for hammer, maybe you need to look at how you're buying your hammers. So this will allow us the opportunity to see, hey, you bought 200 hammers, let's look at buying those in bulk, so we can save you some money with those purchases.
Right. And somebody was asking, is this, this available only, is this only for your online purchases, or would it show if somebody went to the store and bought?
No, it'll show everything that's included under your program. So we track by the tender type. So when you add that tender, it'll identify it back to your city.
Okay.
So when Dolly sets up your account, anything that you purchase under your customer profile will show up in this program.
Very good. Switching screens.
I need to go back to the other screen.
Go. Yeah.
Okay. So I can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this side, this is your account management page, and it shows that this is part of the GMA, U.S. Communities GMA site. And this is where it allows you that 3% rebate on back on what you're purchasing. If you are starting off with a new, say you open up a new account with us and you need to list that new account, you can do that yourself here on this page, or you can call Dolly and we can do that for you manually. But this is the way we would track your spending for your rebates.
Okay.
And there's different exclusive offers that are available to you as well. There's special buys of the week. There's different stuff for different businesses that are available to you on this site.
And I know this is, we've talked about all the things you can do online, but one of the things too that is also available is design services as well through Home Depot. And I know we met with some folks from your design team before, and I thought it was really interesting that they can do as much or as little as a city would need. So if it's like we're working on this project but we can't find painters to help, they can go through Home Depot and get those painters to help finish that project.
Yeah, so we have a design group and we also have a renovation services group. So if you are looking at something as small as changing out the flooring in an elevator or to changing out the ceiling tile in an auditorium, those are the type of items that they can do through our renovation services. So our renovation services team will work on small projects. We do a lot of the government buildings. We've done when some of the universities are changing out for the end of the season, changing out students, we'll go in and replace the carpeting in there. We've replaced the kitchen counters, cabinets, repaint the inside of the buildings. But we understand a lot of times there's a tight timeline on this, so we've got a very large vendor base to pull from. So if you're in a tight deadline on a project, let us know, because we've got a very large pool of vendors to source to finish some of your projects for you.
That's great effort. So any other questions that we have from the group? And of course, your GMA team and your Home Depot team, we're always here and happy to help get you set up and get you saving money and getting money back. That was probably one of my favorite weeks, was sending out those checks. What is Dolly's number again? Let's go back to the GMA. I can't.
I'll give his.
Here we go. You can call them at 844-233-9702, and that's extension 63085. You guys have long extensions. But yeah, and that's there on the GMA website too, so if you didn't get it, you can certainly go there.
But if you need his cell phone, this is his work phone. It's 404-368-7682. And just so you know, this is a unique program for GMA and the GMA cities. We would appreciate feedback as we roll this out. It's unique that you guys have a lot of benefits. There's a lot of features that are available to you. And if there's any questions or things that you need a response for, please let us know, because we are excited to be partners with GMA for this. And we'll be at the convention. So please make sure you stop by and see us at the booth. And if you have any questions, send them along to us. And if there's any feedback that you can provide to us to make this program better, please let us know.
We appreciate it. And some of you, if you have questions, you can go to, about getting started again, you can go to the GMA website. The instructions are there on the page, but we've been recording the webinar. We're gonna post this. So if you need to go back and, just go through it again, it'll be there for you to walk through it there as well. And of course, we're always here via phone or email, so please don't hesitate to reach out. And we appreciate everybody's time this afternoon, and look forward to getting, as Eric said, feedback too on how this is working. We are the first municipal league in the nation to work with this, and I know other state associations are going to be interested in it, so we want to be able to share with them any feedback we get from you as well. So thank you all very much, and have a great afternoon.